guys, so I've got a quick little shop for you guys. I went to my greengrocer and my butcher, and then I'm going to share my Coles shop straight after this clip as well. So I grabbed some more baby bok choy. They were only 99 cents each at my local greengrocer. And then I also grabbed 2 avocados for $5. They're not cheap anymore, guys, but it is still cheaper than your Coles and Woolies, which are currently sold at $3 each at Woolies, I believe. So still a little bit better value at your greengrocer, although they used to be 99 cents each. So yeah, but I need them this week because I'm going to be making a tuna seaweed avocado bowl. So I grabbed those. Grapefruits were on sale this week for 99 cents a kilo. So we grabbed quite a bit. We're probably going to juice them with a bit of navel oranges to make a bit of a refreshing citrus drink throughout the week. Bananas were $4 a kilo. My local butcher, we've got some beef. I think it was beef blade or something, but I asked them to cut it really thinly for me so I can make that in stir fry. This was about $12. They charge $20 a kilo, and then I just get them to cut it really thin. Grabbed some ossobuco. It was $15 a kilo, so these 2 pieces alone were a kilo because it's quite heavy. I'm going to braise that. Well, not braise it, sorry. I'm going to slow cook that in a tomato base. Then I'll shred the meat up and serve that on top of some pasta. I popped by Woolies because they had the Proactive butter for half price, so we grabbed a little container of that. And the navel oranges, I think they're navel. I'm not actually sure what oranges they are, but I believe they are navel. They were $3 for 3 kilos, so I'm going to mix that with the grapefruit when I make the juice. And then I've got some seaweed over there. The kimchi seaweed is my favorite, and it's on sale at the moment for $3.80 at Woolies. That's going to be for my tuna bowl. Welcome to the cooking segment of my video, guys. As you can see, I am cooking outdoors, and this steak I actually purchased from Costco, and you would have seen that in my Costco video. To start off, I've actually added a bit of duck fat into the pan. My relative had some, so we're going to use that up. And then I'm just going to lightly season my steaks with a bit of salt and thyme. You can add on whatever seasoning you like. Now, this is a bit of a treat meal. The steaks were a little bit more expensive than what we would like to spend, generally speaking, at your local Coles and Woolies. However, I just wanted to put it out there. Costco steak is a whole lot tastier. The quality is so much better than what I get at Coles and Woolies. So we do like to treat ourselves every now and then with some Costco steaks. Now, we do like to have pepper on our steaks, but I tend to do the cracked pepper after the steak is cooked. And I think we had the steak with a side of salad. It was really simple though. So I don't think I actually filmed the salad bit, but I ended up filming this cooking process for you guys because I thought it was a little bit different since I am cooking outdoors, dealing with a bit of wind, the natural elements. But it was really fun and yeah, a bit of a change in content for you guys. For those who are interested, this was at Lake Macquarie, and I think there is a section where they have a barbecue, but we just brought our own little gas stove, pots and pans, and did our own little thing in a quiet little corner. I just made sure I found a flat surface, then I set up my gear and cooked my steaks. We did stay a little bit later to fish at night. Just bear in mind, there's not much lighting at night. They don't have street lights for you to see, so you'll need to bring your own torches and whatnot. I forgot to film the scenery at the beach, but I did find a photo in my camera roll, so I thought I'd share this with you guys. Back to my meal prepping clips, guys. I'm pulling out my slow cooker again this week. As you can see, I've diced up some carrots, some onion and minced garlic. Then I've added in my ossobuco. I've added in a whole heap of dried basil, and I also season it with some Himalayan pink salt as well. Just use whatever salt you have on hand. That's just what I have at the moment. Then I add in a can of tomatoes. You could probably add in 2 cans, but the only reason why I've added 1 can is because I'm going to add some fresh tomatoes in as well. What I tend to do is add in the water straight into the can to help rinse out the tomato puree that's stuck around the corner. And then I just pour enough water to cover the veggies. As you can see here, I've tossed in some fresh tomatoes and 2 vegetable stock cubes as well. I've allowed it to cook for about 8 to 9 hours until the meat is soft and tender. Then I kind of mix that sauce in with my pasta. So this next meal, I've got some baby bok choy that I'm washing. I probably have maybe 4 bunches of baby bok choy, maybe 5. I just quickly rinse it and then I steam it, then remove it from the pot. Then I pull out my thinly sliced beef, and then I am going to cook that with my Lee Kum Kee black pepper beef sauce. I just add in a little bit of water as I toss in the beef and try to separate the slices. Then when it's about 60% cooked, I add in my Lee Kum Kee sauce. Then when it's about 90% cooked, I add in my already pre-steamed bok choy. Mix that together and serve it on rice. Hello guys, I thought I'd just insert a quick budget update clip continuing on from my first video. So I'll just do a quick cash count to see how much I have left for the rest of the month in regards to my grocery budget. Just bear in mind the funds that I spend on the weekend are not included in this. 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 350, 355, 360, 365, 370. So this budget is what I have left for the rest of September. Just bear in mind, I do have $50 in flyby points as well. And I've also taken out $100 from the grocery budget to pop in pet care because I'm waiting for dog food to go on sale before I stock up on that, because I still do have probably 2 months worth of dog food. So that's not an absolute necessity at the moment. And I have $5 left in my toiletries budget. In regards to the health category, I'm probably going to take $20 out from my grocery budget and pop it in there to challenge myself a little bit more with the grocery budget. And it's always handy to have some cash ready to go in the health category, just in case someone has a headache and needs to pop out to get Panadol or cold and flu or whatever it is. I currently do have all of that on hand already, but I just want some surplus funds sitting in that envelope just for emergencies, and I'll gradually build upon that envelope as well. So I've just pulled out some smaller bills just for convenience to pop into that envelope. Now in today's video, it's going to be a quick overview, just showing you a little update. In the coming weeks, I'm probably going to show a bit more of a detailed cash stuffing, but I'm still trying to organize things behind the scene. So I figured in this video, we'll just stick to the basic standard categories like your groceries, your health, your pet care, and self-love and whatnot. So grocery budget wise, we now have, I think, about $350 in cash and about $50 in flyby points. So in total, $400 left for the rest of the month of September for 2 adults. And I've also got $100 spare in pet care. That's not actually necessary this month. So if I really need to dig in to that to fund the rest of the groceries, I can, because my dog still has 2 to 3 months of kibble anyways. I just like to have some money in there ready to go when I see sales so I can keep the stockpile updated. Now let's jump into my second binder very quickly. I don't think I've changed very much since my first video I released, but I did dig into my self-love category a little bit. I have been taking myself out on some solo dates, little treats here and there. The recreational activities I do with my partner, that comes out from a separate budget. But I must say, I think we've been pretty good with our recreational spending the past couple of weeks. We've kind of went off the rails a little bit, probably 2 or 3 months ago, and we're slowly getting back on track, which is good.